Hello guys and welcome back to IT in a Video channel. After Apple series, we are back with our not less favorite Microsoft world. The latest operating system improving constantly, and Microsoft keeps the word of releasing major update every half of the year. So let's dive with us into the showroom of Windows 10 Fall Creators Update. We again prepared 10 best of the best new features of the system. This video is basically next part of our previous Windows video, so if you are a Win user, be sure to check it out too. The more you know, the better and more efficient user you became. First of all, the native support for mixed reality headsets. The technology might not be super duper new, but now you don't have to be a skilled geek to set it up. Just keep in mind, to run it properly you need a bit better hardware, since the MR is still quite a performance neither. So it's simple like this. You just connect the headset into the system, USB cable first, then HDMI. The mixed reality application will start. So let's go through initial setup. First, I will set to see on the laptop screen what I see in the headset. Of course, in the lame 2D world. And here we go. Putting the headset on. Now grabbing the controllers. And looking around to map surroundings area until first setting window pops up. There I got an options, standing and seating. Second is my choice. You can also walk around. Then let's see. So in this Windows 10 inbuilt app, I appear in the open space apartment. I'm free to look around and eventually walk around if standing. With the help of controllers, I can quote-unquote walk around too, but using my fingers instead of legs. Controllers also allow me to interact with the objects. This is obviously just show-off of mixed reality capabilities, yet quite powerful and self-explaining. Alright, let's start with the first-person shooter game Halo. Gaming is definitely a way of using this technology within users, although the potential is endless, from automotive and design industry to simple home office. There is no space limitation for all open windows anymore. Multiple real-time graphs, some spreadsheets and informational text, all around you at the reach. This is basically thinking beyond screens. Anyways, see this game? Wherever I move my hands, my virtual hands with the pistols follow this move. Very natural and believable. However, having some feedback from the controllers would be nice, something simulating recoil in this case.
Wait, start.
I can see all this in 3D way. I'm done killing. So let's get back to the apartment and play a bit with this dog. It's an interactive object, so I can relocate it and activate it to do its job. There are plenty of things around me to play with as well, yet I want to keep it brief, so let's take with the dog. See? And it's not bad. Funny stuff. Dog's face fits well. But here is the ultimate challenge, the cliff. For first-timers, quite something to handle. And if you have around the friend to push you forward at the right moment, I assure you, it's very intense. This little cliff thing actually made me think about technology itself and how real it appears. A bit simpler version of mixed reality usage, compared to headset style, is this mixed reality viewer. Here is extremely necessary prop, the IKEA cup obviously, and here is the trick. I'm using the 3D T-Rex downloaded from free Microsoft repository, and with pressing mixed reality button, the computer will start scanning surrounding area. And check this out. The T-Rex nicely sits on the top of the cup wherever I move the laptop. Just be creative, start recording, and make your own masterpiece. because 97 Titanic CGI can go blur itself. Now the PowerPoint. If you are a PowerPoint prince, this will make you PowerPoint king. Check it out. I will put into the first slide 3D model. You can use your own, but I'm going to choose from online. Here, dinosaurs. We are familiar with T-Rex, so let's use a Triceratops. Once it's there, you can of course play with it. You can move it around, make it smaller, bigger. But now what I want to show you, I will make 3 slides. So let's duplicate slides to make 3 of them. And I will adjust the model. Here we'll put it on the side and also side view like this. Second picture will be center, that's fine, but bigger. Like this. And the third, we'll put it again on the side, but sideways from another view and make it the biggest from all the animals. Now I got the 3 slides and I can run a PowerPoint presentation as we are used to, having 3 pictures. See, makes sense. Now the fun begins. Within the transitions we got a new Morph feature. I will put it on the second and the third slide. You probably got an idea what's going to happen. So I will start the presentation again. And just watch as well the pan. I believe the picture talks for itself. You got a clicker within the pan. You can do amazing presentations again. You can put it in a new level. Very senior solution. Speaking of pan, some further info worth mentioning is here. Once you have the pen paired and forget or lost it somewhere, you can go to the settings, then to update and security option, and here is the feature Where's My Pen. Works as a log of last known location, showing the results quite accurately on the map. Very useful option is that you can change some settings of the pen, the button behavior. Locate the pen and Windows Ink menu within the settings, and behold, among another less interesting options, we have basically 6 different positions to customize the pen. In my case, 1 click will launch the Surface app, 2 clicks will create a screenshot for OneNote, and the press and hold move will open the sticky notes. This all is fully adjustable, so if you are a happy person with the pen, be nice at yourself. Create a proper shortcuts for your daily tasks. Next tip, showing off how the personal computer is getting closer to our mobile devices. Application people. Basically the contact list you're used to from the cell phones. As useful it is within mobile, it's a great tool within the computers too. Simple like this, you can add new person with a bunch of helpful information. God bless people with contacts in order. Here I already have one for this video purpose from my mom. By clicking on it, I can edit the contact of course, but mostly I can interact with it. Mail and Skype cannot get any closer. I can pin often using contacts to the taskbar, and I can of course disable and hide this feature as well. And cool trick, let's share this picture with my contact. Just drag and drop it. Picture sent over the email in like what, 5 seconds? Sweet deal. Next step I would like to share with you guys is aimed towards Photos app. Here are some simple self-explanatory features. More interesting setting tab, where you can add and map custom picture folders, but the holy grail of this app is here. Once you have some content on your computer, just click on create button and then add video remix. Choose what you want to use at your project, pictures and videos, and voila! Hours of editing and playing can be saved by this feature. It will simply turn your content into somehow non-generic video with the music and titles. You don't like it? Well, let the computer redo it until it hits your taste. Can it be more simple and easier to DIY your projects? I see even great potential of this in business actually. Just imagine how much hard work you have to spend by creating stunning picture compilation to impress your boss and coworkers at the meeting. Of course, once the remix is generated, you can still edit most of the aspects of it. Here I just changed the text, but you got an idea now, I believe. Last step is the final product export. No technical data, which I might miss a bit though, yet why to even bother? Just press the button fitting the best to your needs and done. File is saved as MP4. Alright, life is about constant studying anyways, and although I personally prefer to read an actual paper book, for technical text and manuals, it's just much more easier to get an electronic book like EPUB or PDF. And here is where the hassle ends. No third-party app needed for such a thing anymore with the Windows 10. Here I have downloaded Win 10 EPUB and now I'm putting in an Edge. Simple. But much more is available now. The browsing, even through chapters, is nothing special, yet editing like highlights, notes and smart lookups with Cortana can make your studying very, very convenient. Similarly, you can interact with all your PDF files. Highlights, comments and smart lookups available too. Goodbye sticky notes, no needs for you anymore. Next topic I would like to talk about is Windows inbuilt protection for basically everything. Windows Defender Security Center. Not only it serves as antivirus, but it's quite complex tool for whole system stability. Here you can see the antivirus and malware protection, following with system health check, so talking about drivers and updates compliance, but also battery status in case you have a laptop. Then it's a firewall, a network protection hub, app control for cases when you're trying to run infected app, and also parental control hub, useful if you have kids with computers and you want to restrict some aspects of such a device. But I would like to pin out this new feature. You probably hear about ransomware, quite a topic of recent months. Well, follow my leads and switch on control folder access and you might be saved again. Feel free to keep it as it is or go ahead and tweak it by your needs. Another quite new app is Continuum PC for iOS and Android phones. Name saying it all really, so just follow me on this one to connect your phone and computer together. Also keep in mind that this app will improve itself over the time, so the available options will go much further. First step is installing the app to the phone, in my case from Apple App Store. Once installed, there's a quick tour, but then you're good to go. And here's the example usage. You get home from the street, being in the middle of some article on web which you're reading on your phone. Well, once you sit next to the computer, just use the share button in the phone browser, search for Continuum PC button. For the first time you have to log in with your free Microsoft account, and then you will just look for your computer name in the list. And that's it. Nice feature for everyone who is reading a lot in general, but trying to not destroy their eyesight. Alrighty, it's a cloud time. I hope you folks are using it, because it's basically one of the greatest improvements around computing in the recent years. Long story short, if you're not using it, even the free 5 GB plan, then start, preferably yesterday. I will cover the cloud storage topic further in another video, but now let's stick around with the news only. So Windows 10 and inbuilt app OneDrive. Microsoft listened to the users and delivered the local disk storage optimizer. This means that you can manually decide which data will be stored locally on a disk and on a cloud, and which one will be only at the cloud. You can activate this feature by following me. Okay? Imagine you have some important files, but your disk is just desperately full and you need to save up some space on it. Right now, this PDF book is stored locally and on the cloud, but by right-clicking on Free Up Space, you literally delete it from your computer, but the file is preserved on the cloud. OneDrive app, just leave the trace of it so you know where your data are. See the icons of the difference? But the file is no longer presented locally. So when you need to use and or open such a file, you have to be connected to the internet and the app will download this file for you. See? Once you're done with the file and you don't need it for the moment, you have to click again at the Free Up Space button and the disk will get some free space. As I just did for these two files. Nice to have feature, no doubt. Next one, my beloved Calc app. Not that simple as it used to be. Now boosted up with another great feature, currency converter. Such a convenient stuff indeed. It takes last known exchange rate from the internet and convert your currencies as needed. Handy. And please welcome on the stage one sad and quite neglected app, Tips. Take it as the manual for your computer using to entertain yourself or make a buck. Here is everything your Windows 10 can do and provide. I know this operating system can be used similarly like Windows 95, and that's for reals, but come on, skilled up. At least the main full Creators Update video worth of seeing. And finally, small tricks for you guys. The battery life and computer performance can be now easily set by this slider. Very fast, very smart, very accessible. Also keep in mind, the screen brightness is a big game changer in battery life. that what I personally using quite often is the sound output settings. It used to be a long way to Tipperary, to change the sound output, but now here it is. Then the Performance tab at the Task Manager, newly equipped with the GPU chart. Not only to see what's draining your computing power, but also a nice place to check what components you actually have. And the very last one, Edge sites can be pinned at the taskbar, similarly as mentioned contacts. Often visiting some page? Save some click by this. All for now. There are of course more new features, but those are the top new stuff within FCU or Fall Creators Update in our opinion. Stay tuned though, because our next soon to release video will go deeper within a mixed reality and its real life usage. We see the future in it, for sure. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like or dislike the video, and much appreciated will be if you subscribe our channel. By the way, our own iMessage sticker pack from Mom is still available in App Store. Check the links below the video and support the Mom with us. Dennis out, peace in your heart, and see you around.